Welcome aboard. I have a disease. I caught it last November during my Surf's Up Build Series episode 4. It's called I Need More Solaritis. It's a disease that plagues most everyone that has an off-grid build, the want and need and desire for more solar power. Lucky for me, I think I found my long-term treatment, and it's the OptiSolex SolarBag 400. Now, I'll be the first to admit, I'm just a captain. The guy at the Costco kiosk, he knows a lot more about solar than I do. And if you're anything like me, when you walk by that guy, well, you keep walking. But give me a couple moments and I will tell you why, if you have a boat and any sort of power station, 12-volt battery, really anything you need to charge, this is your new solution. Starting with the obvious, it's foldable, and when you're on a vessel, space is always your first priority. This 440 watts worth of solar panels fits in the same footprint as older 100 watt folding panels. And it weighs the same as 200 watts worth of panels with over twice the power. So let me show you how that's possible and get this thing opened up. The exterior of the bag is all waterproof material. The pocket on the front and the pocket on the back house two separate plugs. You'll see why this is once we get it opened up. To open the bag, you undo the two lockable clips at the top. Then when it's laid flat, you can undo it like a giant newspaper. However, I assure you, this thing is much more durable than a piece of newspaper. All the panels are sewn into a durable and flexible canvas material that allows you to lay your panels over any kind of texture or surface, whether that's the hood of a car, or in my case, the back of my helm seats. Each edge and corner even has its own loop sewn to it, so you can use those to secure your bag to any surface so it doesn't blow away and even hang it. Now that we've got it unfolded, you can see what makes the SolarBag really special, which are its N-type panels. These N-type panels are an improvement over past monocrystalline panels in just about every category. To name a few, these N-type panels are 50% lighter. They do a much better job of maintaining their output in high temperatures due to direct sunlight, and they also have reduced degradation over the years. I am, however, most impressed with their ability to handle shade and cloudy days. And the fact that they're better in the clouds and shade mean that when my Bimini shadow comes across a couple panels, I don't lose half of my power output. This is huge for boaters because it means you don't have to worry about the weather so much. If a pterodactyl-sized pelican comes by and decides to poop on one of your panels, you can still function. And if you or your boat cleaner skipped a week, your dirt-covered panels will still be performing. This amazing feature means that you not only have to worry about the function of your panels less, but it also means that you get more of a peak daylight out of them. These panels will perform earlier in the day and later in the afternoon than some traditional older panels. It's almost like they're specifically designed for boaters, so let's go ahead and get them plugged in. As you can see, there's a zipper right down the middle. What the zipper means is actually that these are two separate panels, each with their own cables. This is a great feature because it means that you could divide the panel up to kind of maximize your sunlight, or if you only want to use one, you could just go with one and put the other one away. What that means for us, though, is we need to decide whether we're going to wire them in series or parallel. My vessel already has a solar charger in it, an MPPT connected to its DC to DC charger. This MPPT can only handle up to 30 volts. Because each side of this panel produces 20 volts on its own, if I was to connect them in series, I would exceed the voltage limit of my charger. So in my case, I'm going to connect them in parallel. As I already have this wiring system set up in my vessel, all I have to do is plug it directly in. If you'd like to see how I set up this system, go ahead and check out that Surf's Up Build episode number 4. But if you don't already have a way to wire your solar panels to your battery, I have some great news for you because the SolarBag is also offered in a kit. It comes with a very generous amount of cable as well as its own OptiSolex Solex Brick S1 charger. This charger is incredibly impressive. This is how big it is, and it's designed to take the power from your solar panels and put it directly to a 12-volt or 24-volt battery. Other things that are really impressive about this compact charger is it has a really great waterproof rating, so it's perfect for boats. And if you're using multiple solar panels and one of them's voltage is low, it will recognize that and still pull full power from the other operating solar panels. When all hooked up to my vessel on a nice sunny day, this thing will produce 20 to 25 amps of juice into my vessel's battery. So let's go ahead and test out that theory right now. It is a new day, thus the t-shirt change. When I was filming the rest of this video, my battery was actually full, so my charger wouldn't take any of the output from the solar panels and put it into my battery. But since then, I left a couple electronics on over a couple days, and now we can put the panel out and see exactly what kind of output we can get from it. This is super easy for me to do and very convenient for me to film because I don't even have to go inside. It connects to my Victron app. I set this up in previous Surf's Up build episodes. If you haven't checked those out, be sure to. But I've got a display inside that I can read on my phone from out here. As you can see here on the screen, the battery is at 83%, and we're only using 18/100ths of an amp right now, which means that we're basically at net zero. We're not using any power, and we're not getting any power. So let me just set this down. We'll pull up the solar panels and see what kind of power we can get. Now, I leave my solar panels here on top of the cover. Sort of blocks them from any sort of wind or weather that might blow them off. But my vessel does spin on a single mooring can, so it does mean that I can't always control which direction the sun is facing. For example, as of right now, it's off of our beam. It is a February day in Southern California, so not the brightest. And while it does seem to be a bit clear, we do have a bit of haze if you look out in the distance. However, even with all these factors and a little slight bit of shade over the panels, we are getting just about 100 watts. And since we are trying to optimize it, I'm going to take them and put them on this side right here where they will be directly in the sun. And just like that, my 100 watts jumps all the way to 320 watts, which actually exceeds my expectations for this time of year. Really incredible output from these solar panels, and also a really great display of, how kind of making sure that your panels are operating in direct sunlight really does affect their output greatly. Now let's jump back to whatever Jake was saying before. I'm excited to monitor it over the coming months, and I really hope that this will be the final piece of my puzzle so that I could run equipment on my vessel 24/7. If you're shopping for solar and you're on the fence about what to get, I would highly recommend looking into the OptiSolex SolarBag 400. Now for the real question, the one everyone's been wondering this whole time. What does this solar bag cost? I bet you think it's expensive, and normally I would agree with you. Solar panels are very expensive, typically. In the past, I have spent over $400 on 200 watts worth of solar. Well, this bag right now is on sale for less than $400, just less, and it produces 440 watts with the new N-type cells. If you want the charger and kit with it, that brings the total up to $545. It really is one of the better solar deals I have seen in my time looking for solar panels. One of the reasons why I'm actually pushing it so hard. I'm very excited to use it and monitor how it works over this next summer. If you're interested in this panel or any other boating knowledge, be sure to like and subscribe. I will give updates for how it's performing over the course of the year. And if you'd like to give it a look yourself, you could find it in the description down below. I never thought I'd become such a solar salesman, but thank you for watching and smooth sailing.